Hey there, in downtown Wilson, North Carolina. We're here to do some antique shopping. That's what I'm doing, and that's where I am, here in Wilson. We might check out the Whirligig attraction after this, which is a guy put together a bunch of recycled materials into an art display, which is in downtown Wilson. Might be kind of a cool thing to check out while I'm here. So this might be kind of a short video. Might be kind of a non sequitur video compared to the nature videos I've been putting out, but maybe something a little different. Might be kind of cool. I'll give you a little taste of downtown Wilson here too, so you kind of see what this is like in case you have no idea. So as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Wilson is a mid-sized city. It's about an hour away from Raleigh. While my wife was doing the antique shopping, I decided I would take a walk around. This was a pretty cool mural. Tommy Lee was even on here for all you metalheads out there. I knew Wilson had a historic past, and it was pretty obvious that this section of town had a lot of those historic buildings. There was an old Coca-Cola bottling building. I'm not sure if that was something that was as old as turn of the century, but it was pretty obvious at this point that it was no longer bottling Coca-Cola, at least in that facility. So this building that's in front of the smokestack and the two water towers is actually the Imperial Tobacco Company of Great Britain and Ireland. This was built in 1903 and ran all the way up, I believe, until the 50s or 60s. It then fell into its current neglected state. I believe there was actually a fire that occurred in the early 2000s that gutted this entire building out. Obviously now just piles of brick. At one point, apparently, they were planning on potentially saving this building, but now it's just left to ruin. Wilson does have a lot of great murals. Looking down Nash Street, we can actually see that Wilson is quite vibrant. By the way, there are some wonderful historic homes on Nash Street, which you should check out if you're in the area. All right, at this point I came back to try and find my wife and went into the rummage warehouse and was almost immediately lost. It does look like it's always Christmas here in the rummage warehouse. I also found in this age of streaming where it looks like where all physical media comes to die. This was pretty interesting. Diet Right soda. I don't think I've even heard of that. $50. Wow, for a six-pack. Wish I thought of that. You cannot have a thrift store in North Carolina without a great collection of lighthouses, that's for sure. At this point, we went to the Wilson Botanical Gardens, which is off of Goldsboro Street. This falls under the category of free things that you can do in Wilson. According to their website, the gardens showcase diverse plants, trees, water features, native and heritage gardens, and also some engaging educational displays. Okay, now we're at the Vollis Simpson Whirligig Park, which is located downtown. This info zone sign gives some really good information on the history of Wilson, most notably that Wilson was the largest tobacco market. Vollis Simpson was an outsider folk artist. He was known for his large kinetic sculptures, called Whirligigs, which he made from salvaged metal. He lived in Lucama, which is about 10 miles from Wilson. There's also a museum which has some of his smaller works on display. Nearby is also the recent minor league stadium which Wilson invested in, and its team, the Warbirds. They were actually playing while we were there. After checking out the Whirligigs, which I will put at the end of the video, I did walk around downtown a bit in this section where all the restaurants are. Obviously, this is the area where the greatest revitalization is occurring in Wilson. In this spot, there's a lot of artistic flavor, a lot of great restaurants. This whole area near the park has a really great vibe. Wilson has spent a lot of time, energy, and thought in how they would go about the revitalization, especially in this area. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video. As always, thanks for watching, and please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more updates from my channel.